I have a secret ingredient that I use when I braise. And today, let's make slow braised certified Angus beef short ribs with Dr. Pepper. Trust me on this, there's a method to the madness. We're gonna chop our mirepoix, so celery, carrot, onion. So this recipe is really whimsical, in my opinion. I mean, this is a pop, and yes, I say pop because I'm from Ohio, soda, that I grew up drinking. Okay, so mirepoix is done, ready to go. Certified Angus beef chuck short ribs. I'm just going to season with salt and pepper. So I'm gonna use Himalayan salt and our 5-pepper blend that we have available on our brand store if you're interested. I will give these a hefty seasoning and get every side. We're turning, we're patting, some pepper. You don't need quite as much pepper. Don't forget the ends, my friends. Don't forget the ends, okay? Pat it down. So now these will be seared into a heavy bottom Dutch oven with a little bit of oil. So we've seared all of the short ribs really hard on high heat with a little bit of oil, and it's really important to, one, get all of the sides, including both of the ends. But it's really important as well to not be afraid of the color. The color is flavor, and a good sear on your short ribs is just gonna help you get that much more flavor out of them as they slow cook down. So now I'm going to set these here while I get our mirepoix in the same pan using all of those little bits in the pan because this is a bunch of flavor as well. So we'll saute the onion, carrot, and celery. So the Dr. Pepper plays really well with soy sauce and molasses. So those are two ingredients that are traditionally found in braised short ribs, but they are in this one. We want the tomato paste to caramelize and kind of cook a little bit. So when you break it up really well and get those veggies coated, you kind of let it sit so it can caramelize a little bit. Dr. Pepper, being one of the most popular fizzy drinks, has a lot of spice to it. There's a lot of depth of flavor in it. I'm killing my heat, and we go back in and really kind of nestle each of those short ribs down into this veggie and liquid that we have in the pan, and then we'll add in our beef stock. Perfect. Now we do some thyme and some bay leaf. And those will braise for 6 hours, so I have one ready to show you. So taking the very tender short rib out, we're gonna place it separately from the vegetables so we can use the liquid that's left in this pot to make our gravy. I'm gonna bring this up to a simmer, and we're gonna thicken it just as we would any regular gravy with the cornstarch slurry. But the interesting part of this slurry is we're gonna use cornstarch and Dr. Pepper. And the ratio for a slurry is about 2 to 1, but Dr. Pepper makes it a little different, so probably about 3 tablespoons of Dr. Pepper. Okay, so once this simmers, I pour that in. Then I dump Dr. Pepper in. Now that the gravy is done, it's simmering nicely, I'm going to put the short ribs back into the gravy to give them a nice little coating. It's being very gentle. I'm just going to use a spoon and glaze these a little bit so I don't have to move them around very much because they're super tender. So a braised short rib just isn't the same without some mashed potatoes. So I have a little mashed potato here, and I like to garnish with some chopped parsley, but that's all she wrote with this. The Dr. Pepper and the soy sauce really deepened the color of this beef, and it is fork tender. I'm excited to taste these. This short rib is cooked perfectly. It is so tender, and you get a little bit of the molasses and a lot of that Dr. Pepper. I told you there's a method to the madness. Try this out, you will love it. See you next time here in the test kitchen.